And a lot of solutions came to my head. I was just like, oh, this curiosity that you're talking about, Summer, like, you know, you want to, you don't want to miss out on certain things. You want to wear what you want to wear. You want to do your hair. I was a bit like, does that matter? In the grand scheme of things, does that really matter? And I can still do that in front of people that will kind of really appreciate it. You know, like your family, your girls, you know, stuff like that. And obviously when you get married, your husband, and yeah. And the idea of it scared me because I felt like the minute I wear it, people think I'm this perfect person, that I'm just gonna be holy, that I won't be the Summa that I am. I was scared that my identity would be lost within the hijab. I was scared that people were not gonna see me the same. But I was always having the right encouragement around me. The person that I was with was encouraging me. My friends were encouraging me. My family was encouraging me. Everyone was encouraging me, like, just do it. You can do it. You know, you look beautiful with the hijab. Just go for it, basically. And one thing Sauda and Amina said to me that really stuck out to me was, okay, you want to do your hair. Because I remember telling them, I really want to do my hair. I really want to change up my hair and stuff like that. And they were just like, yeah, but why? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you doing it for you or are you doing it for people? Because if you're doing it for you, you can still do your hair. It's just not everyone will see it, you know what I mean? But because I love fashion, anyone that knows me knows I love fashion, I love dressing up, I love doing my hair, all that good stuff. I was just too scared to do it. Like, I was just like, I don't want to do this. This is not for me. I just started feeling very emotional. My heart just felt very heavy. And in my mind, something was just telling me, like, Summa, you need to do this now. Like, if you don't do this now, Shaitan is going to take you so far away from this decision that you're not going to be able to do it. You know how people say, oh, you'll never be ready for the hijab? I genuinely feel like there is a time you will be ready for the hijab. Like, I know that, yeah, I feel like you will know, like, when you're ready. Because hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good and in the best of health. For those that don't know me, my name is Suma. This is my channel, Summa H, and yeah, I'd like you to join the family. Subscribe, like, share, comment, please turn on your post notifications and more. Yeah, so guys, today's video is the long awaited video. As you can see from the title, this is my hijab story. So let's get into it. Growing up, I have always loved my faith. I have always been very much connected to the deen, which is faith in Arabic. I've been very much connected to my faith. Like, since I was young, I've always had like that spirituality and that God consciousness. And I'd always feel guilty very easily, like, about certain things. Like, if I do something bad that I know God doesn't like, I always used to feel guilty. And I don't know, like, as I grew older, like, my God consciousness increased, and I started thinking more about the fact that I started thinking more about how I represent my religion, basically. And I started connecting more with God on a very intimate level. I believe everyone should kind of build that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and with God. You know, I think everyone should build that relationship, because I think once you build that relationship, it only gets better. You continue learning about yourself, you continue finding more about yourself. And that's what happened to me, really. As I built this connection, this relationship with God, with the Almighty, I started to realize more about me, what I wanted to stand for, what I wanted to represent, how I wanted to be viewed, what I wanted people to see when they first see me. And one of them things were to identify as a Muslim. You know, I think as I grew up, I wasn't everyone knew I was Muslim because I started fasting very young, from when I was 8. I always used to pray. I wasn't consistent with my prayers, but I'd always pray. I'd always be very much into my deen. Like when I read back on my little diary entries when I was younger, it was like I was always including God in there, like inshallah I'll do this and inshallah I'll do that, and that means God willing. And yeah, so many different things used to go through my head. Like when I was younger, I always used to like just include God in everything I did. And it just came to a point where I think it was like around college. Yeah, college. So when I got to college, I struggled a little bit. I didn't really enjoy my college experience that much. I was in a relationship at that time and I was very happy with the person, and like I feel like he helped me a lot, like just in general with a lot of things. Yeah, like, and one of the things was just kind of trying to find that confidence within me. I feel like I wasn't as confident, you know what I mean? And one of the things that I always wanted to do was to identify as a Muslim. As I was building this connection with God, I just wanted to identify as a Muslim, and I wanted people to see me as a Muslim, you know. But because I love fashion, anyone that knows me knows I love fashion, I love dressing up, I love doing my hair, all that good stuff. I was just too scared to do it. Like I was just like, I don't want to do this. This is not for me. I don't know if I can do it. You know, so many things went through my head. I didn't want to start it and take it off. I didn't want to, you know, I just didn't want to start and take it off. You know, I was in college. I was still quite young. To me, anyway, I was thinking, okay, I'm still quite young. I don't want to put it on, take it off. Maybe I should wait for a bit. So I was stalling a lot during college, but I was still kind of making the necessary steps towards wearing the hijab, basically. So now I'm like, okay, I need to start changing my wardrobe. I need to start dressing in this way. I need to start dressing in that way. But as a young girl, when you're like on social media, you're seeing everybody dress a certain way, especially because I kind of I feel like I have a curvy body, and a lot of people kind of see that as a good thing, you know. A lot of people like the curvy body and everything, and I felt like, oh, you know, maybe I should show off my body more, not like being revealing, but like in terms of, I have this, people are looking for this, why am I not embracing it, why am I not showing it off, do you know what I mean? But when I wore like clothing that was like tight fitting or anything and stuff like that, I didn't feel like, I don't know, I didn't feel like it suit me, if that makes sense. Like I didn't feel like it suit me as a person. I just felt like I needed to like be modest, you know. And I was doing everything else. I was trying to develop my character within my faith. I was trying to do other things to strengthen my relationship with God. And whilst I was doing this, I felt like the hijab was the last thing for me. But at the same time, I wasn't ready. You know how people say, oh, you'll never be ready for the hijab? I genuinely feel like there is a time you will be ready for the hijab. Like, I know that, yeah, I feel like you will know, like, when you're ready. Because for me, I knew I wasn't ready. Like, every time I wanted to do it, I just couldn't. Like, I was always scared. I was trying to do the head tie sometimes, but then I'd fall back and I'd go back into wearing my weaves and everything. And, you know, the cycle continued. Fast forward, it came to like me about to start uni. I'm thinking to myself, I was speaking to the person I was with at the time, like, oh, should I wear this before I start uni? Do you know what I mean? Like, there were so many things in my mind. Like, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm in conflict. Do you know what I mean? I'm in conflict. I really want to wear this thing, but at the same time, I was thinking, I'm going to uni. I want to have fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm being very honest with you guys, I want to have fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the first year of uni, and then after I'll wear it, basically. That didn't happen because I went first year of uni, had fun and everything. And at this point, I was very distant from wanting to wear it now. It was like, I don't know, for me it was like, I can't wear it. Like, there's so much I want to do, there's too much curiosity within me, like to explore different things, like different hairstyles, different styles, different this, different that. I was just thinking so much about everything and anything. I was overthinking absolutely everything. I was like, no, I can't do it, you know what I mean? So I literally went the whole first year not wearing the hijab, obviously. Second year came as well. I had a conversation with my friend Amina, and she was with her friend Sauda. Shout out to you guys. And I remember this conversation because it was just heavy in my heart that I needed to wear this hijab before second year, because it was kind of like, oh, I'm going into second year now. It's a new chapter. It's a new year. Let me just do it. And I remember having this conversation with them, like, I don't know, I just really want to wear this hijab. I always used to ask absolutely everybody for advice. I would pop up to people like, how did you start wearing it? What struggles did you face? Like, so many people gave me advice. So many people encouraged me. So many people told me to take my time. And I really appreciate that. Like, I would always put myself out there and ask people for advice. And it just got to the time, like when I was speaking to Amina and Sauda, and I asked them how they did it, you know, what advice would they give me? And they said to me, just do it, you know, just do it, you know, this is a good time to do it. You're starting second year, just do it. And after the conversation, I was like, yeah, like I could do it, you know. But then I was like, no, I can't. I'm stepping back from this. I can't do it. Let me run away. So I didn't end up doing it. So again, second year came, I didn't do it. I was stalling this decision, but I was making the conscious efforts to walk towards wearing it. So I was dressing quite modestly. I wasn't showing my skin that much. A lot of things changed for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would have my little moments where I dress up, you know, all that good stuff. But I still wasn't, like I was still trying to maintain the modesty, basically. So second year came and I was even more distant from wearing it. Like, I don't know, I just felt like, no, I can't wear it now. There's too much I want to do. Like, you know, I realized that the reason why I didn't want to do it, because when I first wanted to do it in college, I had so many questions in my head and I answered every single question. Like, okay, why do I not want to do it? Is it because of fashion and this and that? I can't dress up, I can't do my hair, I can't do this. I found a solution for each thing. I was like, but you can dress up. It'll just be in front of girls. You can do your hair. It'll just be for you. You can do certain things, but just not everyone will see it. You know, I found solutions for everything, but there was still more that was like, yeah, but I can't do it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And one thing Sauda and Amina said to me that really stuck out to me was, okay, you want to do your hair? Because I remember telling them, I really want to do my hair. I really want to change up my hair and stuff like that. And they were just like, yeah, but why? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you doing it for you or are you doing it for people? Because if you're doing it for you, you can still do your hair. It's just not everyone will see it. You know what I mean? And that really made me think like, maybe I am doing certain things for people. Do you know what I mean? And it really did make me ponder, but it still wasn't enough to kind of make me make that decision. So second year came, I did not wear it, and I was just like, I don't want to wear this. As bad as it sounds, it scared me. The idea of it scared me because I felt like the minute I wear it, people think I'm this perfect person, that I'm just gonna be holy, that I won't be the Suma that I am. I was scared that my identity would be lost within the hijab. I was scared that people were not gonna see me the same. So many things went through my head that it just scared me, you know. But I was always having the right encouragement around me. The person that I was with was encouraging me. My friends were encouraging me. My family was encouraging me. Everyone was encouraging me, like, just do it. You can do it. You know, you look beautiful with the hijab. Just go for it, basically. And you know, even though they were all saying that, there was still something inside me that was like, I don't know if I can do this. I was really worried. I was a bit like, this is scary. This is really scary to do because it's a big step. I felt like once I do it, oh my gosh, there's no going back. What if I don't like the way I look in it? And I fear embarrassment and I fear stuff like this. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be embarrassed going into it and then taking it off. So I was like, I have to be 100% ready, that I have to be 100% ready, you know. And I just kept going back and forth on this, and it used to upset me so much sometimes. I'd like just be there like, why am I not wearing this thing? Like every time I'd see hijabis on Instagram, I'm like, wow, they're doing it. Why can't I do it? You know, I'd see them dressing up so nice, and I admired them so much, like, and they were so inspiring to me. But I still felt like I was so far away from wearing it, you know. But anyway, fast forward, and I'm in final year. So final year has started. I didn't wear the hijab. Started off fine, and I was like, my plan was to just basically 2021 was the year that I said, well, I'm definitely gonna do it. 2021 was the year where I said I was definitely going to wear the hijab, but it's gonna be end of the year. So that's what I said to myself. I said by the end of 2021, I have to put on that hijab. And that was my goal basically. So the way I seen it was I can have the whole year to gallivant, do my hair. And when I say gallivant, I mean like try on new outfits, you know, the styles that I've not done before. Let me do it. Let me change my hair every single week. You know what I mean? Let me get a new wig all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like I was like, let me just explore the whole year. And then when the end of the year comes, go into 2022, inshallah, with the hijab on my head. You know, that was a big goal of mine. But then, I don't know, the year came and I wasn't really doing that, because obviously, where's the money? You want to be doing wig, you want to be doing braids, you want to be doing this and that, but it all costs money, which I didn't have at the time. So it was kind of like, oh my gosh, when am I going to be able to do this? Like, this is not going to be a thing that I can do now. I'm not going to be able to explore the hairstyles that I want to do, and like, etc., you know? And I was building my brand around this time. I was building, like, obviously Summer Speaks. Shout out to Summer Speaks. Go and check out my page. And I was building my Instagram, and I was like trying to post more and be more active. And every single time I posted, I just felt like, why am I doing this? Because eventually I'm gonna have to delete all of this or archive all of this. So every time I started becoming more uncomfortable, you know. Every time I posted, I just felt very uncomfortable, and I was just like, maybe I should just wear it, you know, because I'm posting all of this, but it's gonna have to be deleted or it's gonna have to be archived. And I was just praying to God. I'd pray to God. I'd be like, please guide me. You know my heart. Please make this decision easy for me. When I wear it, may I not regret it. You know, I'd pray so much about this situation. I'd be like, please, God, just help me. And, you know, I was just posting. I was doing my thing. I was in final year. I was trying to focus, all that good stuff. February comes now. And before February, in the house, I'd always wear the hijab. When I was on FaceTime to my friends, they'd always see me wearing the hijab. I'd always wear a head tie when I'm going out. Like, I lost so much interest in weave and wigs and doing my hair that I was always covering my hair. Like, I was always covering my hair, and I was always dressing modestly. So my birthday came, and I was like, you know what? I need to look 10 out of 10 for this birthday. So I went all out. I got like a new wig and everything and all that. But after my birthday passed, I was a bit like, I really could have still looked pretty and really could have still had a good time with the hijab on, you know. And a lot of solutions came to my head. I was just like, oh, this curiosity that you're talking about, Suma, like, you know, you want to, you don't want to miss out on certain things. You want to wear what you want to wear. You want to do your hair. I was a bit like, does that matter? In the grand scheme of things, does that really matter? And I can still do that in front of people that will kind of really appreciate it, you know, like your family, your girls, you know, stuff like that. And obviously when you get married, your husband, and yeah. And that had me thinking a lot. Like, I was just like, I need to wear this, man. This is not me. Like, and I felt like the further I go without wearing it, the harder it's going to get for me to wear it. So I was very conflicted, but I trusted that God would help me. So I just kept praying on it. And then one day, my mom was in Gambia during this time. And this, basically, we had an issue with our boiler. And I know this is really random, but yeah, I'm landing. We had an issue with our boiler, and I had to call like someone to come and fix it, the gas engineer to come and fix it. And when he came, I had the hijab on my head. Like, when he came, because like I told you, every time someone FaceTimed me, I was wearing the hijab. Anytime someone seen me, I was wearing the hijab. This day, again, I was wearing the hijab. He came, he checked the boiler, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, because basically I didn't really have money at that time, and I knew like I was gonna get money soon that week, but at that moment I didn't really have money, you know. So I had like £40 on me, and the guy was charging us £70, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is long. I was like, can you put it down, please? He was like, yeah. Basically he put it down to £40, and then I was like, okay, cool. So we went to the cash machine, and I took out the £40 and I was gonna give it to him. And then he was like, you know what, just leave it. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you know, I've got the money, here you go. He was like, no, it's fine, you might need it. You know, as Muslims, we should help one another, like, you know, especially if someone's like, you know, he was just being really nice. He was just saying how, you know, you seem like you're basically, he was just saying how when he's seen me as like his daughter, basically, because he has a daughter around the same age as me. And he just like felt like, you know, it wasn't right, basically. And I was like, wow. So I was just like, wow, that's really nice of him, you know. Like, it had me thinking. I was thinking, it's because I was identified as a Muslim that he felt that connection to me as a Muslim brother or sister, if you get what I'm saying. Because obviously he wouldn't have known he wouldn't have known I was Muslim if I didn't have the hijab on. So it just had me thinking. It was just a nice gesture, basically. It just that had me thinking, like, wow, that's really kind of him. But it wasn't enough to make me think, oh, let me put the hijab on. But the day after comes now. When I tell you guys, I was literally there. I was trying to look for wigs. I was trying to find like nice wigs. I even bought a new wig. It was like a nice short wig, really, really pretty. Never wore it. Still in the box, still at home. I was looking at stuff. I was looking at clothes, and then there was this room on Clubhouse, the Muslim room, where they were talking about gratitude. And I had my lights off, and I was listening to the room, basically, what they were talking about. And for some reason I started getting really emotional, like randomly out of the blue, guys. Like, they were talking about nothing related to hijab at all. Like, it was so random. I just started feeling very emotional. My heart just felt very heavy, and in my mind something was just telling me, like, Suma, you need to do this now. Like, if you don't do this now, Shaitan is going to take you so far away from this decision that you're not going to be able to do it. So that just kept playing in my mind, like, I need to wear the hijab now. Like, I was saying, no, I'm not ready. And it was like God was telling me, no, you're ready. Like, you have to do it now, basically. And if you miss out on this opportunity, Allahu Alam, I don't know where you're going to be, basically. That's how I felt. I literally felt like if I didn't do it in that moment, I don't know whether I would be able to do it later. So my heart was just heavy, and I was just feeling very, like, I started crying out of nowhere. I started getting really emotional. I started thinking about the fact that I want to do this, I want to do that, but I love my hair, I love my fashion, like, I'm going to have to rebrand everything. And it was just a lot, you know. I just started my Suma Speaks page. I already had like some videos on there, my YouTube channel, my this, my that. I was just thinking so much, but then I was like, you know what, let me call my friends and ask for advice for 3 people, basically. So I called one of my girls, Amina, again. I called her, and she was just like to me, you're ready. She was not playing around. She was like, look, you're ready. Just go for it. Just do it. Whatever you want to do, you can still do it. You can create a all girls Instagram. You can do what you want on there. You can you can basically still do your hair and stuff, but just in all girls settings. And you're ready. You've been ready. Just go for it, basically. And I was like, okay, cool. That gave me like a little push, but it wasn't enough. Do you know what I mean? I needed another push. So I called my girl, Amy. And when I called her, she wants to wear the hijab. And inshallah, may Allah make it easy for her to wear it as well. I was like, wanted to get her perspective because she wants to wear it, you know. And she was like, Suma, every time I FaceTime you, you're wearing the hijab. Like, just go for it. Like, do it, you know. I knew you was gonna do it. Like, and she did tell me, she was like, I feel like you're gonna do it earlier than the end of the year. And she kept saying that to me, and I was like, I don't know, do you know what I mean? But she was like, no, defo. And we had like this thing where it was like, we needed one of us to do it, to push both of us to do it, basically, because she wants to do it as well. So it was like, oh, it's kind of like I have to take one for the team, you know what I mean? So yeah, that gave me, I was crying to her as well. I was just crying to all of them, to be honest. I was quite upset. And then they were like, listen, you can do it, you know. Then the final person I called was my friend Ramat. And she just started wearing it. MashaAllah, Allahumma barik. And may Allah keep her steadfast. She just started wearing it, and I was just like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel wearing it? Like, you know, you just started, so let me know, you know. And she was like, look, she just said to me that obviously she did hair. She had hair by OJ, and she was saying how ever since she started wearing the hijab, like the things that she was worried about, God brought peace in them things for her. Like she didn't have to worry about them stuff anymore. Like it wasn't like all the things she was overthinking didn't matter when she started wearing it. Like God just provided, you know, like God just provided. She said, oh, you know, even though her business was all surrounded by hair, that was her only source of income. God never allowed her hands to go dry. And that really touched me, because I was like, wow, when you leave something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you do something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will provide for you. And He will provide for you from places that you don't even imagine, from places that you don't even think He'll provide for you from. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, you know. And when I got off the phone, I knew my decision. I knew that, yep, I'm gonna have to do this. It's gonna have to happen. And you know, they even said to me, just pray tahajjud, salah and everything, and then see how you feel tomorrow morning, and if you feel a certain way, just say bismillah and start, you know. And I was like, yeah, I don't even need to do tahajjud. I know I know I have to do this, like I have to do it. So I was just like, bismillah. I just archived all my posts on Instagram. The next day I just started wearing it. Like I literally just put it on. Like I went to go I put it on, and when I was going out, I wore it, and I felt absolutely fine. And to be honest, I felt so much peace, and I wanted to wear it for a week before I told like anyone that I was wearing it, except for the people that I spoke to, obviously. Like I wanted to wear it for like a week and see how I feel, and then tell people, because the reason why I even wanted to announce it on Instagram that I'm wearing the hijab is so people hold me accountable, and so I hold myself accountable. Because when you put something out there, that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like people know that you're wearing it now, you know. So the week after I announced it on Instagram, I'll put the post here, and the support that I got was crazy. You know, not that that matters, but it really made a difference. It made me feel like what the decision I made was the right decision for the sake of God, you know. And it just made me feel like, okay, I'm glad I did this. Like the things I was worrying about, I don't need to worry about. The du'as that I got were so beautiful. Everyone was so supportive and so for this decision. And even if they wasn't, like obviously I would still stick by my decision, but it was just it was really nice receiving that type of love, because it just made me feel much more like better. Like, you know, all the worries that you have, you're just not scared anymore. So yeah, like, and fast forward now, it's literally May. I started wearing it in February. Guys, I don't feel like, I can't even remember what I was like when I didn't wear it. Like it's weird, because I literally have had my whole 21 years of my life not wearing it, obviously, to wearing it and not even remembering what it was like to not wear it. It's crazy. Like everything I prayed for, God made it possible for me. Every single thing, like every little worry I had, He made it so easy for me. And I always thank Him for that, because I felt like my du'as were really answered in the right timing, in the right way. He just provided for me, and He just made it so easy for me. Like I feel so at peace with my decision. Alhamdulillah, I feel very, very much at peace with my decision, and I'm so happy that I'm wearing it. I'm so happy that I started wearing it, and it just really, yeah, like guys, my heart feels so full. Like I genuinely feel like I'm doing the right thing. Obviously I'm not perfect, you know, I'm still trying to perfect it, because obviously hijab is not just about a veil on your head. It's about your character, it's about how you carry yourself, it's about so many different things. Modesty is not just what you wear, it's about your whole being. Do you know what I mean? You're represented in Islam. So, you know, everyone's still, you know, everyone has room for improvement, and even the way you dress, like making sure I don't wear tight clothing and everything, and etc. But I have not had time, and I've not had the opportunity to go shopping yet since I started wearing the hijab. But when I get my coins in, inshallah, I can actually rebrand my whole wardrobe and start properly, you know. But honestly guys, it's been such a beautiful experience. I felt very confident in myself since I've started wearing it. I felt like this is definitely the right decision for me. I felt like I've not lacked in anything. Everything I want to do, I can still do it. I'm still growing. At the end of the day, I'm still learning. What I always say is, when you wear the hijab, it doesn't mean you're like perfect or you're religious. It doesn't mean that. It just means you're practicing. Because people have this misconception that when you start wearing the hijab, you are religious, but you're not religious. You're just practicing. It's just an obligation from God that you're trying to fulfill, basically. So yeah, I am not perfect. I'm far from it. I'm still trying to learn a lot of things. I'm still trying to better myself, but I feel like this is a step. And when you make a step towards the right direction, God always meets you halfway. So yeah, if you want to wear it, go for it. Honestly, obviously take your time. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's story will be different, but just go for it. Go take the necessary steps towards it, because life is too short. We don't know how long we're going to be here for. And at the end of the day, there's so much goodness in it. So yeah, guys, I don't want this video to be too long. I feel like it's already so long. But I will be doing a Q&A soon. We got just hijab related, and so many other videos will be coming soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story and you feel inspired if you do want to wear it. I hope this has inspired you in one way or another. Like everyone that followed me on Instagram, I love fashion. I love dressing up. I love doing my hair. Like, for me to put all of that to the side for the sake of God, just know God did that. God is the one that helped me, honestly, and the amazing people around me as well. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna leave this here. I really hope this story does inspire you if you want to wear it. And yeah, I just think we have a short life, so anything we can do to walk towards pleasing God, we should do that, basically. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned for more videos as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye bye.